Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is the person who's on your mind. What are their true intentions? I have 4 different options, each with a different shell. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Take a moment and see which one really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what is the person who's on your mind? What are their true intentions? Okay, so what I'm seeing is that you and this person, when things were going well, it looks like, life was like an adventure. Okay, I see you two had a lot of fun together, and it was a very passionate and even romantic type of connection that you two shared. And I'm just getting real fun, real passionate vibes with this group. And the flip side of that is that this person kind of brought in like page of fire energy with them. Okay, so they weren't, as soon as things started to go wrong, I feel, this person was kind of immature about it, about how they handled it. And I feel like they could be kind of petty. Yeah, I'm getting kind of like they might have had a chip on their shoulder type feel, and instead of work things out with you, it's kind of like, they acted like they had a take it or leave it type of attitude is what I'm getting. And once things ended, I'm feeling like this person went through a shakeup, and that, it's like it was a way rougher time than they anticipated. Yeah, they had no idea, like the magnitude of how bad they would hurt after things ended between you guys. And what I'm literally getting now is that it's like they just want to make things right with the justice here. And I feel like this even takes them by surprise. And it's not that they didn't have feelings for you going into this, but I feel like you guys definitely knew that you had feelings for this person first, okay? So it was kind of like, and they were into you too, but not to the same degree, okay? And it doesn't have anything to do with you. That's them, and that's how they are. I feel like it takes this person overall like longer, so they literally can be in something and just kind of like, almost like along for the ride, so to speak. But they did have feelings, just not to the same degree as you. But I do see that both of you were attracted. You are attracted to each other, and there's chemistry there. So I feel like, and your feelings were there, so, but again, due to the difference in how you both felt towards each other, when it ended, it was like this person acted like they were okay, but then that is when I see that they went through all these emotions, all these intense emotions. And okay, so now I feel like, this person, it shook them up. So now they're like building themselves back up, and like as a king of fire. So they want to come back around with this king-like energy instead of like the page that you knew. They want to show you, like, whether they consciously realize this or not, like, look, I'm a king or a queen now, depending on who you're wondering about. And yeah, and I do see, though, that overall this person is, working on themselves, working on their life, working on their future. So it's not just all show. Like, they literally are, doing what they can in life in general. And they view you guys like the queen of water. So even if you're a guy watching, just flip this. Like they think you are beautiful or handsome inside as well as outside. And I feel like it's kind of like, I feel like you guys have like this, like a very friendly, warm, sweet side, but at the same time, like if somebody crosses you, you let them know. Like I'm getting like real, yes, you guys can be the queen or king of water, but at the same time, I'm getting like queen of air or king of air vibes, you know, like a fierceness, and like you will cut people off, or you will tell them, hey, you know, that's not cool, or I'm not dealing with that, you know, just something, putting them in their place basically. Yeah, because with this card, this tells me that they view you guys as wise, and like you see through people and you don't just play around. Like you cut right through the BS with people. And yeah, and you don't deal with that because I feel like you guys are real, you know? So you can detect people who aren't being authentic with you. And yeah, so they know they can't pull one over on you. Okay, I'm going to read you their message to you now. It says, I know this is cliche, but I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. Now I just want to make things right. Okay, so it's like it dawned on them that this is what they want now. And they're wondering if you, like if they approached you or communicated with you, if you would go for that or not, like if it's too late. That's like the main feeling I'm getting with this. Now, okay, so yeah, this card also represents like them wanting to be back with you, but them taking off. And what's interesting is this person honestly feels like it was like the timing in their life is what's coming through for this. And I feel like you guys are going to be like, yeah, okay, that's an excuse. But hear them out, okay? So I feel like this person had a lot going on in life in general, but like I'm getting the impression it had like something to do with work more specifically though. Okay, something's coming through. So I'm not sure if it's like something either was going on at work, or so they might have had an issue with like coworkers, their boss, something, or the tasks, or if they don't have a job, like in getting one. Okay, so it's definitely like issues and conflict surrounding work. And I feel like this created like a lot of confusion for this person, and I feel like it spilled on over to your guys' relationship because they had all this like fear and darkness come up for them around that, and they literally didn't know how to deal with it. And instead of communicating with you, I feel like they kind of jumped ship. They roamed free. And yeah. Okay, so let's get some messages too in regards to this person and what they have to say to you. Okay, so the 10 of Diamonds is definitely showing, you know, it came up twice that this person is trying to build themselves up as well as their financial situation and their future, okay? And they want to come forward as this confident self that isn't going to jump ship, is what I'm getting with that. Okay, and their other message is, I have fears that I need to deal with right now. So that goes along perfectly with what came up over there. And I'm healing, and I still have hope for us. Honestly, this couldn't have been more perfect as confirmation messages for what came out earlier. And then with this card, I'm honestly getting the impression that they want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you and explain their side of things, because they feel like you're kind of in the dark about what was going on. Yeah, and that's the other thing with this card too, you know. It's like when people got stuff going on, but they know that you don't know the full story, their full side of things. And they really do want to explain this to you. And then they want to see, like, could you both, give this another go or not? But I don't feel like they're going to make contact until they feel secure enough. Okay, so when this 10 of Pentacles is like more established, when they feel like they're more the King of Fire and that they have like their ducks in a row, so to speak, like more so. Not that like everything has to be done by the time, for them to feel secure enough to approach you, but that is what I'm seeing though. So once this person feels more like the King of Fire and more like, their life's starting to unfold in a more secure way, then this person's going to want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you guys. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you make of this situation. And if this resonated, don't forget to give it a like. Also, if you'd like to see a future pick of cards, make sure to subscribe. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so what is the person who's on your mind's true intentions? Okay, group number 2. So you guys have, all right, I'm just gonna call it like I see it. You guys have yourself a situationship, okay? And I'll explain what I mean by that. Okay, so you guys, I'm definitely getting the impression that you have a situation of where you caught feelings for somebody who has very non-committal energy, okay? So I feel like you guys had like a friends with benefits situation going on. And if that's not the case and this was a relationship, then this person still has non-committal energy. Okay, so I feel like we'll go with the dominant energy here, and that's that you were basically involved with somebody and caught feelings for them. Okay, so this is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen these two cards like next to each other before. Okay, the 10 of Air and the 10 of Fire. 2 ending cards. And not only that, but both of their backs are facing toward each other. So I'm getting the impression that you and this person, like when you guys get into it, okay, you guys kind of fight. Like, kind of like, like they're a family member. Like that's how close I feel like you feel with this person and how comfortable you both are with each other, which is interesting. Like I actually do get that, yeah, you guys were friends who, crossed the friendship line, so to speak. And yeah, and I feel like, once this person started not acting like you two were in a relationship that could be posting or talking about others, like something, I just felt like you turned your back on them and were like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Like, and that's kind of the indicator that showed, oh, yeah, you were going with the whole friends with benefits thing, but you caught feelings. Okay. And I feel like they did the same thing in return. Like they're mirroring this whole dynamic and they're like, fine, then, I won't talk to you either anymore, like type thing. But what's funny is though, not only do you guys not hold on to that and you do communicate with each other, but I feel like you still continue this dynamic because you two are so magnetically drawn to each other and your chemistry is amazing, and you really hope this person, I feel like, changes their mind. Like it's gonna dawn on them and they're gonna realize, wow, I got an amazing thing right here. Why would I need to look anywhere else? Okay, so on top of all that, they're viewing you like the queen of air. So this person knows, you know, that you're going to call them out, you know. And if something's not right to you, you're going to let it be known and you'll even cut them out, even if it's temporary. Because I see you two bouncing right back at this thing. And then the hope, you know, it's kind of like a cycle of hurt going on. Like, I feel like you guys kind of tell yourselves, oh yeah, you know, I can do this. And then when you do it, this person, you know, they never disappoint and they always say or do something that makes it to where you realize, oh wow, yeah, this is nothing more. This is not a relationship. And then, you know, you cut it off or you act like we're not talking anymore until you hear from them again. Yeah. Okay, so this person is coming across like an Aries. Okay, so I feel like they could be an Aries, but you would know that. But yeah, they're just kind of, you know, very into the physical, and like currently in life they don't want to commit is the energy that's coming through. And this person likes, you know, like I feel like they're kind of like they have like a bit of entitlement to them, I feel like. And it's just their personality, like they feel like, yeah, you know, like if I like someone, then you know, then they want that person, and then they kind of have this like, well, if they catch feelings, well, they should have known who I am type feeling. Yeah, that's this person. Okay, and you've got a fierceness about you. Okay. And, you know, you're like, I'm a catch. Like, why wouldn't this person want me? But it doesn't have to do with you. It has to do with them. And I feel like, you know, deep down, you feel like this person's got to be the one. Because that's why you feel so drawn to them. And that's why you're doing this, which, you know, even if you feel like logically, you know that this isn't going anywhere, like you can't seem to pull away from this person. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like when you guys are having a good time with each other, like you have some of the best times I see. Real playful, real lighthearted, real carefree, just, you know, and that's also part of the reason that you are so drawn to this person. And then, you know, when things start getting like unbalanced and you see that they don't want what you want, this is where it's like you two, your communication, it looks like it goes nowhere. Like you're stuck in a maze and you both, you know, you get into it, and like I said, like it can be real heated. I see that with the Whip card because of how comfortable, as well as the emotions behind it, as well as, you know, the passion. So you guys have like this perfect setup of a perfect storm for when, you know, the inevitable happens, which is this person being how they are. And I feel like they kind of keep the whole thing going because they keep in touch with you. Although for some of you, it might be a little bit more sporadic, and like you might hear from this person and then you don't hear from this person. But yeah. Okay, so all in all, like this person is caught in a world of confusion when it comes to you, is what I'm seeing. They live kind of a double, like, kind of a dualistic reality, so to speak. So on one hand, this person absolutely loves their freedom and doing what they want when they want, with whomever they want. And like, but then another part of them does see your value and does somewhat have feelings for you. But that side is more repressed, I'm seeing, because it's just not who this person currently is. But they do kind of explore and entertain that idea every now and then. Like they think, well, what if? What if we did give this more of a shot? But they keep that on the low, I'm seeing. So this person does have low-key feelings for you, but it's very on the low. Okay. And I do feel like they care about you as a person and as a friend. But again, they're really more focused right now, like on their future. I'm seeing what they do for money. And they're just enjoying, you know, how life is right now. Now, this is what is interesting though. Okay, I'll read you the message before I get into the rest that they have for you. I know you're amazing, but I'm not ready to commit to anyone right now. Okay. Yeah, because I do actually see though that down the line, sometime in the future, this person is going to want to settle down and commit with somebody. And I even see, like, if you're still in their life by then, like, it could very well be you. But at the same time, it's like, who wants to wait? You know what I mean? And you have every right not to wait. But yeah, I do see them eventually coming around. Okay, so their messages to you are, try to see things from my perspective, which is that they feel like they are currently not in a place where they want to commit. And I'm not ready to open my heart. Okay, so that is kind of like a key as to why they're not ready to commit, is because they do fear rejection and they do fear getting hurt. But they do want a chance with you. And like I said, I see that being down the line in the future. Now, for some of you, this could be sooner than others, but as far as the general energy goes, I'm feeling like this will be sometime in the later future. But again, it's a general reading, so check in to see if what makes sense for you in regards to your situation. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. Let me know what you make of this whole situation in the comments. And if this resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, group number 3. Okay, so what are the person who's on your mind's true intentions? Okay, group number 3. So first of all, before I get into the cards, I have to say, okay, did your person, like, say for fun, come at me, bro? Because that came out right away when I tapped into the energy of them. So yeah, thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, group number 3. Something happened between you and your person, I see. And this person has, like, they ended up having such a defeatist attitude about it. And I feel like it's just super passive. And, like, they basically felt like, well, there's nothing I can do, so why bother? Why try? And they pretty much, like, threw in the towel with this situation with you. And yeah, so with the 7 of air and the 7 of water here, that is exactly the energy that I'm getting from them. Basically, they feel like they lost. And, like, they just threw up their hands and said, oh well, better luck next time, like, with somebody else. But even though I feel like, you know, that's like the attitude they had, it's like, I feel like this ending was hard on both of you, okay? I'm just seeing a lot of sadness between you both. Like, no matter how they come across on social media or anything like that, this person, they're pretty, like, heartbroken over this loss. And yeah, and I feel like, you know, just they feel like, you know, they hurt you guys in the process as well, and that also hurts them. And even if they try, I feel like, to communicate with you, they feel like there's just going to be this conflict, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like, they feel like the damage that's been done is not repairable, is what's coming through for that. And I'm actually getting that they view you guys like a Sagittarius, so just like a free-spirited person, and they think you're independent and that you don't really need anyone. So they feel like you're handling this way better than they are, okay? I feel like this person's a little codependent. Like their world shatters without somebody, basically. And they think you're strong in that sense. Like they definitely view you guys like the Queen of Wands. So even if you're a guy watching this, just flip it. And actually I'm going to flip this. And they think, you know, you're just like, you're outgoing, you're lively, you're passionate, you're full of life, they find you to be super beautiful or hot, handsome, all that. They think you're the full package, basically, and they feel like they messed up, even though I feel like something happened between both of you in this connection. I'm really amazed, though, that this person who feels so much for you and views you so highly is like, has such a defeatist attitude with all this instead of, you know, yeah, taking action. Like what I'm getting with that is that their self-talk is like keeping them from communicating with you, keeping them from taking any action. So I feel like, you know, you guys are like, wow, like, did this not mean anything to them? Like, yeah. But the Eight of Swords might as well be up here because this person, their own thinking and their own doubts and insecurities are keeping them trapped is what I'm seeing. So they're currently in like a kind of a chill position right now, you know, like kind of retreating from all relationships is kind of the impression I'm getting. And just kind of doing them right now and just, you know, riding solo basically. And coming across like they don't need anyone, and that they're chill and cool, but yeah, we see through that. I feel like, you know, no matter how much this person tries to move on, like something music-wise, like reminds them of you, and then they get all caught up in their feels, and then they can't move on, and then like they relive this hurt of like their regret and missing you and feeling like something is just wrong in life, that they're not with you. And yeah, I'm definitely seeing that this person has like a childish, petty side to them, and like they kind of just quit when things get tough is what I'm getting. And yeah, they're coming across like they're trying to portray themselves as being cool and independent right now, and like they don't need anyone, but honestly it's like they're trying to convince themselves of that is what I'm seeing. And not only that, but I'm seeing that this person, you know, I do feel like they will come back around, but right now it's like they're currently like dreaming like, what would it be like if I did come back around? And I got the flower cards twice, so I wouldn't be surprised if they came back with some kind of grand gesture or sweet romantic gesture of like flowers. And they might even want to take you out to dinner or something. Yeah, and with the house card here in particular, I'm getting that this person does want to like build roots with you and like settle down with you. Like they do see a future with you guys, and I do feel like they did imagine like what it would be like if you two, you know, lived together. This person definitely has a more mature energy than you guys, though, I feel. Yeah. But, you know, despite everything, this person has high hopes for your connection, regardless of how it looks, regardless of how they acted. Yeah, and I think that's interesting. Like, I'm waiting to see, like, well, what's going to shift, you know, in this person that they're magically going to, like, come forward and see if you guys can reunite. That's interesting, though. Okay, so their message to you is, I'm sorry. I hope it's not too late. Okay, so what's interesting about that is you guys got the shortest message, which made me think, like, maybe it's almost like your guys' person is like a man or a woman of few words. Like, I'm not getting that they're very talkative. So it's like they have this whole inner world going on that they don't share, is what I'm getting with that. Okay, so their messages for you is that they feel betrayed and hurt. So even if it's something that went down because of them, they feel like you guys, like something about you guys, like made it to where they feel like, well, there's no shot at repairing this now, so why bother? So they feel hurt and betrayed. It's interesting. And they say that they're not talking because they don't want to be rejected. Yeah. I feel like this person, honestly, they view you in such a high light that they're a little intimidated by you. Like they would just be crushed if they did come forward and you rejected them and didn't want the same thing. That's what's coming through for this person. And yeah, even though they're coming across like the Jack of Spades here, they're not really coming across like the Knight of Air, honestly, because I don't feel like they're a very talkative person. Maybe when they're comfortable with certain people and they can feel like they're themselves, then they are. But all in all, though, this person in communication, I'm not really seeing it. So yeah, they got all this world of emotion I see, though, going on with them, as well as thoughts. And they're not an open book, so I feel like, you know, this could be the type of person where you feel like things are going well 1 minute and then all of a sudden this person could shift on you. And I feel like, and then you're left wondering why. And then you, being that you don't get them, they don't communicate much to you, might even feel like, well, okay then, you know, if you're going to act like a stranger, then this is done. Like I'm literally getting that for you guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was like how this went down. But yeah, group number 3, I do see that this person wants to come back around, but they're really trying to build themselves up because they currently feel like low, I'm seeing, and just like, yeah, like I said, I do see that they don't want to be rejected by you, but they at the same time have high hopes for you guys. So yeah, okay, group number 3, let me know in the comments what you make of this situation, and if this resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Number 4. Okay, so what is the person who's on your mind's true intentions? Okay, group number 4. So right away, I'm seeing with the 6 of Wands reversed that when you guys were good, you and this person, it felt like you both were on top of the world and unstoppable, and like life couldn't get any better. Okay, I'm just feeling like this real high energy and just like love and joy and passion, just everything. And then something happened which flipped that 6 of Wands upside down, and you both took such a hit, basically. And like you went from feeling on top to just like at the bottom is what I'm getting. And yeah, and what's interesting is this person's energy is coming across like they feel like the message that is like coming to me about this is like they feel like you aren't giving this relationship like a fair shot is what I'm getting. Okay, so you guys are being portrayed here by the Queen of Earth, so even if you're a guy, and they feel like you are being, like you cut them out, and you see how her face is like turned, and you won't give them the time of day to listen and hear them out is the impression that I'm getting. And I feel like you guys are going to hear that and be like feeling totally justified of why, you know, because you know your situation, but this is how they're coming across. Okay, so with the Ace of Fire here, I feel like for some of you, you guys, even after this, you know, broke off, that you might have seen each other and had like a passionate reunion, you know, and thought, well, maybe, you know, something, could come of this meeting up and seeing each other spontaneously. But I don't feel like it did. Okay. I'm just getting the feeling that the communication between you two, like you two did not end up seeing eye to eye. And no matter how much passion and feelings you both have for each other, it just like, it's like someone, you know, just poured water on the fire, basically, is the feeling I'm getting. This person, though, I feel like they definitely, you know, they still keep tabs on you on social media. Yeah, they keep an eye on you and see what you're up to and see, you know, what's going on in your life. Because they very much still feel connected, even though you two aren't currently in communication. Or if you are, I feel like it's, you know, something here or there that's being said. But overall, though, the feeling that I'm getting is this person feels like you shut them out of your life. And they feel like things have changed between you two, like the dynamics. So they think even if you two were to give this another shot, they're kind of viewing you like a whole different person in a sense after this. Okay, so they feel like, even if they feel like, you know, somewhere like you are the key to their heart, they feel like they got to keep it protected. Like that it is a gamble to even pursue you at this point. But if they did come back around, they want you to know, though, that they would be loyal. And they would also be coming back around, like, you know, to be like, it's almost like to make a peace offering. And yeah, you know, I'm seeing that this connection was cut off. Both broke free of it, even though I feel like you both feel very energetically and emotionally connected to each other still. Okay, so this person is also coming across like they don't care, but you know, when I see that in denial of their feelings, that's usually meaning that the person still has feelings. It's just that in order to cope and deal and be in the world, it's like they push it aside, they compartmentalize to be able to do so, basically. Unless they really have dealt with it, but yeah. Okay, so I feel like there's something about you two that is completely different. Now, normally when I get the style card, it's like, oh yeah, you know, somebody loves your style. And on one hand, I feel like you two do, okay? Like, I feel like you two love each other's look and like the idea of each other. But then when reality hits, I feel like, you know, and this might have been your realization, is you're just like, okay, we're like too different. Okay, so that's coming through for some of you. And maybe that's why, even if you guys reunited or even if you didn't, you're just like, yeah, this can't go anywhere. So there's something about opposites and differences that I feel like you're just like, we can't do this. And that could be why this person feels like you're the key to their heart, but they don't. You gave them some kind of indication though, like you're not even gonna give this a shot. So they keep it in the cage as far as you go. Okay. So this person, they either think that you've moved on or they have tried to move on, and I feel like you'll know which that is. Like either you are with somebody currently or, you know, kind of seeing people or dating, talking, or, you know, you've seen them with somebody else. But I feel like, again, it goes back to that like in denial. It's kind of like a front, I feel, you know, like they try to move on, but their heart though is with you guys still. So even if it seems like too different, things aren't gonna happen, it's like it's where their heart is. Yeah, you know, and I see that I feel shut out from your life. I'm going through a hardship. Yeah, this has been rough on them. And I'm going to make a move toward you. Okay, so that's sometime in the future. I see this person is going to make a move. They're gonna shoot their shot and see like how it goes. Yeah, but it's going to be sometime in the future because currently they are saying to be patient with them. And okay, so this is interesting. So this person, no matter, you know, if you guys are in communication or not, they are drawn to your light and they find you guys to be a source of inspiration, okay? And they view you guys like a star. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that. And that when they were with you, life felt magical and like a fairy tale. And they don't currently feel that with anyone else I see, that even if it looks like they've moved on, they haven't quite felt that same spark, that same joy and like magical feeling with anyone else yet. Okay, so this person, they view you like a star and they see you shining. So whatever it is that you're doing, they notice it. Even if you never hear that from them, okay? They see you like a star and they notice it. And as soon as I saw my star card, the song that came to me in regards to you two is Pearl Jam's Black, okay? And if you guys know that song, you know that it hits right in the feels, like after a breakup, about, you know, and the lyric in particular that I feel like they're saying to you guys is, I know someday you'll be a star in someone else's sky, but why can't that be mine? Yeah. And along with that, their other message to you is, you're being stubborn. You didn't even give this a chance. I feel completely misunderstood. We could have been amazing. So yeah, they do feel like they're misunderstood by you. And I do feel like they think that if you were open-minded about this, okay, so like with the style card, there is something coming across, like you've got your mind made up, like this is not the person for you for whatever reason. But they feel like if you would just be open enough to hear their side of things, that you two would be amazing. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you make of this whole situation and what it is that's coming across that they feel like you've already got your mind made up about. And if this resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.